Good evening, my favourite bunch of people. How are you all tonight? I'm bang on time tonight. Look at that. Cracking timing. And there's a lot of you are waiting. A lot of you. I'm actually going to hop on over to YouTube because there was a lot of you there already, which is brilliant news. What a night. What a night. I'm very, very excited about tonight. Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Look. Right. I'm going to wait till a few more arrive. And we can watch on YouTube and on Facebook as well. So that's absolutely fine. Oh dear, I'm going to have to mute my sound first of all, because if I don't do that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look where everybody is. Right. No, that's not going very well, Lisa. That's not going very well. Let's leave that for a minute. My YouTube is being a pain. Being a pain. Yep, there we are. I can see everybody. Wow, okay. I can see everybody. Ha ha ha. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Right. So, very, very exciting stuff tonight. I'm from my streaming service. Bear with me just 1 second That's what I was looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Right. So I'm going to say hello to a few people in a minute. So I need to put something onto YouTube in a minute, and I'm just going to give it a few minutes because I'm going to talk to you about it first. But if you are on Facebook, if you can hop over to YouTube, because there will be a link coming very soon with a 15% discount on what is going to be our exclusive release this evening. But we'll do that in just a minute. I just want to say hello to some people first, because I think there's a lot of you here. Okay, so I'm really excited about tonight. Let's say hello to a few people. I'm presuming you can hear me. I might be talking to myself, clearly. So good evening, Laura, Emma, Lindsay, Margaret, Jenny, Val, Fatima, another Jenny, Deborah, good evening. I've just got your message. Thank you. Carol, Vicky, Paula, Samantha. You lot were here already waiting. All of you, I know you were, because I had a quick nosy. Sharon, Karen, put your hand down. Lisa, Joanne, Dawn, Rebecca. Do you think we are ready for Lisa? Love. 3-2 Div. Is that you, Kathy? I think it is you. Laura, Julie, Con, let's keep going. Tracy, Shelley, hi Shelley, Ross, Kimberly, keep going. Barbara, Liz, there's some names I don't recognise here as well. Hi Dawn, hi Miriam, hi Jeanette, and hi Janet, hi Heather, hi Wendy. Goodness gracious me, Jan. Good evening, Ed. Hello, my darling. Ed Keeley. Keep going. Chrissy. Actually only 2 p.m. in Eastern USA. Hi from Vermont. Hi, Jan. You've been waiting for this, haven't you, Jan? Oh, look at you. There's loads of you. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Could you please, to be in with a chance of winning, please could you like and share? And we are going to be giving away quite a lot of stuff tonight, actually. We're going to do a YouTube giveaway, which sorry Miriam and Dawn, I forgot to tell you again. We've got a YouTube giveaway, And then we have a giveaway on Facebook as well. So we're going to give away one from each. So it's really exciting. Hi, Lee. Another one from Michigan. I really need to come to Michigan, don't I? Yeah, loads of you here. Hi, Pat. How are you, my lovely lady? Hannah, Sheena, Primrose, Chris, if I keep going, and Rose. Hi, Rose. Finally found you on YouTube. I usually watch on Facebook. Well, good place to be, YouTube, for tonight, definitely. And hi, Leslie and Cheryl. Right, I'm going to stop now because... Oh, hi, Maria. No, I'm not. Hi, Maria, Nicola, Eleanor, Sarah from the pub. Well, I can't blame you. Just you know, be careful what you're drinking. I don't want you falling over again. Hi, Pat, Veronica. Hi from Lancashire. Jeanette, it should be a lot clearer on YouTube as well. And unfortunately, you are able to watch me on your big telly from there. Evening, Ben. Evening, Tracy, Dawn, Julie, Sharon Chambers. I'm going to keep Otter Lady. There's some familiar faces here, but it's good to see a lot of you on YouTube as well. So please make sure you subscribe. I'll tell you for why, because what we're going to be doing is a lot more of this. We're going to do a lot more giveaways, a lot more sharing of information on YouTube, a lot more discounts coming through from YouTube, a lot more exclusive products. And when I say exclusive, so this is exclusive away from TV. So what we'll do is it will be initially launched through me. And then we will hold stock back for our retailers as well. So our retailers, excuse me, I'm about to choke. I just had a piece of garlic bread before I came on air. Yeah, our retailers will be able to get it as well. It won't be as long as 2 weeks, but that's a whole conversation I will have with my retailers as well. So, yeah, really exciting. Now, I'm going to put a code up in YouTube now. I'm going to lean forward, so I'm going to kind of go off screen just a little bit, and it's going to be, I'll make sure I've got this right. Deborah would tell me if I've got it wrong. Bear with a sec. So it's Deborah would tell me if I've got that right. I'm sure I've got that right. Sure I've got that right. Okay, so let's get down to this. So make sure you tell everybody about this, because it's an exclusive release here on social media for you guys. Okay, now Friday night 15. This is going to be fantastic. So we had that fabulous show, didn't we, last week? Well, we sold out ridiculously quickly. There was major panics, and when I say major panics, it was seriously panics, because they physically at one point didn't have anything left on the counter for me to come to air with. So we had to reorder. I had to go off in between my very first and second show. Well, actually, when I got there, and asked for some stock to be reordered. It's been expedited, so it is on its way. It is on its way, but it just might mean for myself and my retailers, there might be a little bit of a delay, not a lot, but there was major panics going on, and I couldn't have gone on air if we didn't do something. So it was rectified for me to be on air, but it's meant stock for myself and my retailers is back. I think it's not long. I think it's a matter of days, but I think it's coming to us on the 10th or the 11th, so it's not too long to wait. But for anybody who's waiting for the products on the website, it is coming. What I will say is I took the opportunity to say, help, my ink pads have run out. So they are, as I said, they're going to be sending me a few extra ink pads as well, which means I should be able to fulfill my own website for retail as well, and hopefully keep everybody happy. So that's that. But in amongst all that, I had decided there were a couple of products that I didn't want to take to TV. There was a couple that I wanted to keep back for us as a thank you. And yeah, there's quite a few. So let's go through what we're going to give you as an exclusive launch, and then we'll get into what's on TV as well. So we can kind of break it down, and then we'll get into demo. Now this might go on a little bit longer than the hour we normally do, maybe an hour and a half, but there's a lot to get through. I'm not showing you finished samples tonight because that could take another half an hour. And I feel if I can demo with you on some of the products, it might almost be the better way to do it, if you like. Some of the things you understand and know about anyway. So let me grab all the bits in front of me. Hang on a second. I've made a couple of samples, and I know Dawn made a sample or two for me. I don't want to say how many because I don't remember how many she said, and she will laugh at me probably as well for not even remembering. Okay, so what we've decided to do is we kept back 2 embossing folders, and we also kept back a stencil. So these are lovely. Right, my desk is a mess, so forgive my desk, but I'm going to flip you over. I am going to flip you over because it's easier. It's easier. Now let me just do this. Okay, so sorry about the mess. This is where we're working. That's when I need a drink, and let's push that up just a little bit. Let me move it. Let me bring it over for you. Let me bring it over for you. So, I'm showing you too much already, Lisa. Just do that. Do that. Now, first things first. I've got a lot to talk about. We're going to be a while tonight, guys, so make sure you've got a drink or something. First thing, which is coming to the website, which is on there now. Okay, this is outstanding. And I'm not just making it up. I'm not saying that there aren't other good ink pads on the market. I'm not saying that you need to use this. I'm not saying that it's essential, but what I'm saying is it's fantastic. It's an incredible ink pad. Now, this was tested within an inch of its life, and I tell you now, I use this a lot. This is our Colour Cloud, not our Colour Cloud, this is our Cloud 9 black, not coloured, I would say not coloured ink. So it's Cloud 9 black ink. It's the only one in, there's no colours in this range. There's just the black. And what this is, it's like a hybrid ink, but what's really nice about it, it's also archival. It gives you the finest detail for stamping. Now, if you're looking for a solid black, I would highly recommend this. I'm not even going to question the quality of this. I'm not even going to say to you, well, it's almost as good as, or it's nearly like. I'm just going to tell you it's brilliant. And I wouldn't put my name to something that I couldn't back up. So basically, this is going to give you fine detail. It dries fast, and it works with both alcohol markers and watercolours. Now, you know, there are beautiful detailed stamping ink pads out there. Some are oil-based, some are a permanent dye base. This is going to give you a mix of both, because there are some, obviously, if they're oil-based, you can't use with your alcohol markers, or if you've got something that is a permanent marker, you can't use that with your alcohol markers, or there's some that you can't with your watercolors that are dye bases. Lots of reasons why you can't use certain things, but this you can do both. Always heat set, that's a rule of thumb in any event, but it is beautiful. So this is, I'll show you, fast drying, dye-based ink, non-toxic, crisp stamping and permanent when dry. Water resistant, works with watercolors and alcohol markers. Great to use with embossing powders too. So you are going to absolutely love this. It is brilliant. All right. So that's one thing I highly recommend. This isn't going to TV. As far as I'm aware, at the moment, this is not going to TV. It will be, I'll be honest with you, it is a very tight margin on ink pads, so it is very difficult to sell to trade and sell to TV, because I make literally pennies out of it, because the amount of money that we have to discount it by to be able to offer it out. So everybody makes a little bit of money. So at the moment, this is with me, but we're going to try and work out to see if we can arrange that it does work cost-wise, that we can offer it out as well. All right. So that's the first item, and I recommend it highly. You might not need it. You might have your own ink pad. You might not want it, but I'm just telling you it's really good. And if you are looking for a really good black ink pad, that is the way to go. Now, the next two items are also exclusive to us. So we'll start with the Slimline. And this is our Slimline 3D embossing folder, candy canes and berries. Now, I'm going to just go down to the comments. I'm going to have to bring my mouse back, unfortunately, just so I can see everything. I've just kind of moved my camera, so I've spread everything out so I can see you all. So I'm going to get to the bottom to see if I've missed. There's so many comments here. I just cannot keep up with this. Husband's going to Cambridge tomorrow, which I definitely know what I'll be doing. So let's keep going. There is a ton. I'm new. I missed that. Let me go back. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook and YouTube. Like to share on both. So let's keep going down. I'm new to this and no idea how to share. That's all right, Hayley. Can't see the code. What is it? The code is Friday night 15, as in 1-5. Don't like watching lives on YouTube. You can't click the same on my Facebook. No, you can't. But actually, it's an easier watching experience, especially for those who watch on their big TVs as well. But it is available. You can comment on YouTube. You just put the @ sign if you want to tag anybody. But you should be able to post a comment. I did, but I'm sure somebody will be able to help. Hi, Janie from the US. So I'm just seeing if there's any comments I need to answer. Is anyone finding the screen wibbly? What's a wibbly? Okay. I hope the discount's working. Any problems? Sorry, Deborah. I will ask my lovely Deborah to give me a hand. Okay. My code didn't work. Not sure if something went wrong. You have £40. And then we'll give you 15% off. If it's under £40, it won't work. Is anyone else having difficulty with the discount code? Deborah, I'm sure, will tell me. If anyone's managed to get it through checkout, please let me know. I think many of you have, but holler. But it's £40 and over to get the discount, okay? Right, so I'll get back to what I'm doing. And I hope the lovely Deborah is able to give me a hand. If it's a problem, I'm sure she'll let me know. 1 second. And the code does work. Yeah, that's brilliant. Lisa, will the ink pad and the poppy bundle be available in the US? Right. Let me talk about the US first before I do anything else. Yes, they will. If you order from the US on my website, shipping is $20 standard at the moment. Okay. However, if we take it to the post office and it is significantly under £20, we will refund you what the difference is, basically. So please don't worry if you're shopping in the States or Australia. If you find the shipping is expensive and we come back from the post office and say, hey, it only cost us £10 to ship, then we will refund you the other money. Okay, if it comes in more, we won't, but we will do enough. We will do as much as we can to make sure it's as competitive to you as well. I would say the code again, but I'm sure somebody else will put it. It's Friday night 15, but the 15 is 1-5. So Friday night 15. It's not got Friday night live. It's Friday night 15. I'm sure that's what it is. Okay, so take off the live. It's Friday night 15. All right. So next thing, that's your first one. Let's show you a couple of samples of that. So I'm going to pop these over here. There we go. This is your first sample with that. There you go. So that is the first sample with the black card and some gilding flakes on there. I'll give you a little tip on gilding flakes later. There you go. So the website is thatcraftplace.co.uk or Lisa Horton Crafts if you are unsure. Oh, sorry about the ambulance noise. So Lisa Horton Crafts, click straight to my website, and when you get to checkout, if you pop that into the checkout, it will ask you if you've got a code to enter, and you can do that. So here's the next one. So we've done this as a negative. So we've inked the folder rather than inking the embossing, rather than inking the top when you take it out. Okay, So there you go. So there's 2 little samples just using that folder. Okay, so that's the first one. Now the set, there is 2. If you buy both, you get a little bit of discount before you even get to checkout. So you've got 2 options. Okay, so you could buy that on its own if you want to. You can buy the next one on its own as well, or there is a chance of buying both. Now we've got this one. This one with the gorgeous bow and the heart is Christmas. It's not Christmas, it's winter weddings. It is stunning. My card cracks. Trisha, what you need to do if you missed your card, is it my cardstock? If it's my extra smooth, it shouldn't crack if you've got the right sandwich. Sometimes if your sandwich is too tight, it can crack. If not, you need to mist inside your folder or mist your cardstock, leave it, say 30 seconds, and then pop it into your folder. And what it will do is it will break down the fibres and it should prevent the cracking. Although you can't, my cardstock is extra smooth and it has a low chalk content, which means it's not as brittle. So the fibres just literally, they don't crack so much. It's a lot easier to work with. But yeah, if you haven't got mine, mist your cardstock and hopefully it should help. It does sometimes depend on the cardstock. So that's the next one. Here are a couple of samples of that one. So here we go. Stunning. I haven't finished. I've not put sentiments on these yet. And this is the next one. So I've literally, there you go. There we are. Isn't that stunning? So I'm trying to bring that closer for you. There we are. So these are available as a pair if you want them, okay? Or they're available individually. Next item. This. Right, little story about this. I've got two little stories to tell you. Right. This is not going to TV. The reason why is we have a limited amount of stock of this, and when it's gone, it's absolutely gone. Okay, so this is your layering stencil, which works with your poppy. So I was asked a ton of times about this. Okay, a ton of times if we could have an embossing folder, a stencil to work with the embossing folder. So I've done it. Sorry, I had to have a drink there. I'm going to flick you back for a minute so I can see you. So I was asked a lot of times about doing this. Now, these came out a long time ago. So what we've done is we've now come back because so many of you have asked for this as a stencil that we've done it. So there are hardly any in stock of these, hardly any. But what we do have will go to TV because I need to be able to offer both, okay? I don't have the stock to give you both here tonight, a lot of stock, all right? So this is available tonight on the discount. There are some of these. Actually, no, it is coming. Sorry, ignore me. It is coming here. It's not going to TV. It's staying here, okay? But I've got to tell you, I've done something wrong. I'm going to get messages about this. I know I am. So when you get this home, it tells you you've got 6 stencils. You've got 5. I don't know what I did. And if you look at the back, it shows 6, but one of them's blank. I don't know why I even put 6 on there. It gets worse. With something else I've got to show you. You're going to laugh at me in a minute. You're going to laugh. The picture on YouTube is a bit hazy tonight. I don't know if on... Don't know. I'm plugged into the main, so I don't think it's my end. Touch wood. So when you get this, 5 stencils. So don't be messaging me saying I haven't got 6. It's not meant to be 6. I've made an absolute faux pas, basically. 5 stencils, very detailed, and we will demo that, and I will use it with the inks. So if you don't want the folder, you've got the folder. If you just want to use it on its own, that is the detail you get. So you know, if you literally just want the stencil, it is cracking. It is cracking. I don't know where I would have put the 6th stencil anyway, quite frankly. So must have been a bad day. Must have been a bad day. So just make sure when you get it home, you don't think, just remember what I said, or try and remember what I said. I mean, I've trouble remembering what I said. So to ask you to do the same, it's probably doubtful. So next thing, you wanted these. So you wanted these. So we've ordered both. You asked me for the double-sided adhesive sheets. I said to you they weren't going to be cheap, and you still said to me, please, please, please. A lot of you said it. Enough of you said it to make me order a lot of them, okay? So you're going to either buy a pack of 2 in the 2mm or a pack of 2 in the 1mm. They won't come in a bag. They will come like this. This is the way I've managed to get the price down a little bit. So you can order the 1mm or the 2mm, and I find these a lot easier because you can just snip into them what you need. If you've got a strange shape you want to cut, you can cut out a circle. You can do whatever you want, and they're just really handy to have. So they are on the website as well. So basically, oh, Debbie, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. And I know it's been tough for everybody. I know we had a mega busy show last time, a very expensive show. And from my point of view, it's just a thank you for continuing to support me and to shop with me. So I'm very grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Done that, telling me code not valid. I would say it must be over £40, and the code is, it should do, Tony. If it's over £40 and you put Friday night 15, as in Friday night 15, that's the code. Okay, it'll be here somewhere, but there's no reason why it shouldn't work. It's been working for most people, I think. So I'd rather get into talking about the product, and some of the team will be able to help with anything behind the scenes. Okay, so these are your goodies available tonight. These aren't for Create and Craft. These are not for anywhere other than retail, and for you guys as a thank you for shopping with me. Okay, as a thank you. And you've got the foam pads as well, and you've got that. This is something I would highly recommend. Not essential, but very desirable. If you want a good black ink pad, you need it. Okay, that's that. So I'm going to leave you for a minute to do your checking out. If you want to, or you can sit on the fence. The code only lasts until the 6th. It won't be when I'm away for TV. The code lasts till the 6th. So the website is either type in lisahortoncrafts.co.uk or thatcraftplace.co.uk, and it would take you to your my website, the same place it would take you. Right, so so if we have, sorry, Lindsay, hang on a minute, what did Lindsay say? Hang on, sorry, I'm just trying to find what Lindsay. So if we have the Poppy E-Fest, yes, you can order just the stencil on its own. There should be the stencil on its own, and then the Poppy and the embossing folder, I think. But you certainly should be able to order the stencil on its own. Yes. Right. What shall I show you next? Okay. I know what I'm going to show you next. I'm going to knock the cat treats over off my desk. Can't believe I've got cat treats on my desk. So, when are you back on TV? Summer Bank Balance gets a rest. Thursday. Sorry. Little. Not big show. I made a promise tonight. Not big show. And I have a feeling, I don't think it'll be early doors, because I've had to put, I did the show proposal and I put extras on, and I was saying to the girls, I put extras on, but I know they're going to ask me for more. What did they do? They asked me for more. So let me go through what is on the show. So what I've tried to do is make it fair. All right, very fair. Dog biscuits. Have you got the waxes? There are a few of the waxes in stock, I think. the set of 4. I'm sure there's a few on the website. Right, this is really interesting about the waxes. So let me tell you a little story. Deborah, yes, I have. I'll show you them in a minute, just in a minute. I'm going to make you laugh though about it. So the waxes, because of the nature of the wax, you can't ship them at certain times of the year because of the changing temperature. So at the moment, we can't ship. We're going to, but at the moment we just can't ship because there's a fluctuation in the weather. And when it goes from continent to continent and from cool areas in plains to boats and what other factors, it can cause the waxes to separate. And it doesn't work. So we have to do it at certain times of the year. So if there's none there, they will come, but that won't be for a while. Okay, a lot of my comments, I can't keep up. Do you know what? There is 462 people here, and I'm trying to answer the comments. Go. You found it, Lindsay. That's all right. No worries, lovely. The ink pad is sold out. Deborah, it shouldn't. How many did you load, Deborah? Drop me a message. Bear with. This is not the benefit of having people who work remotely. It'd be lovely to have Deborah sitting here and go, Deborah. Okay, but I'm sure Deborah will sort it out for me. She's probably in a frenzy behind the screens. Okay, my phone's going frenzied as well. Hang on, I'm trying to get to. Right. Ink pads, Deborah. I'm just going to send you a message. Sorry. This is like a day on TV. I'm just waiting for her to reply. She needs to type faster. Thank you, Deborah. She's had to load more stock. It's like being on TV. In my ear, they go, Lisa, have you got any more stock? Please tell me you have. And I'm standing there going, they're going, have you not got not even more? No. And that's why sometimes you see me go, because they've been talking to me. It's funny. Yeah, ink pads are back in stock. Okay, back in stock. So she's loaded some more. Let me know if there's any other product that goes out of stock that you are after, please. And I would Deborah can double check with me. All right. I'm pretty sure there was initial starting stock, and then we had more available if necessary. Okay, but that I'm sure we'll be fine. So let's talk about the show on Thursday, and we will come back to the exclusive products in a minute. So I'm just going to give you all time to just breathe for a minute and let's talk. Okay, let's talk about these. So June, don't go anywhere. It's coming up right this minute. Let's talk about them. So the show on Thursday, I spoke to my buyer this afternoon and I said to her, are you going to load stock on tonight? And we had a bit of a chat and we decided the stock isn't being loaded until Monday. Simple reason, if they load it, I'm not going to get to telly. It's simple fact. Based on what we did a couple of weeks ago, there is no possible way I would make it to TV if they loaded it today, because that's almost a week early and it's just no good. It means people will miss out. I don't want people to miss out. I want you to have to get what you want and what you need. The individuals will disappear by tomorrow morning. I know that much because people will cherry pick. They've only got a certain amount of folders. So what we've tried to do, leaving it till Monday, there are individuals and a few of you, I think there was even comments on here, saying we would like the bundle because we like to buy everything. That's fine. We've done that. But what I've done is I've done a big bundle and then I've split them into two. Okay. So if you want to buy, if you haven't got any of them, but you can only afford a few and you think I want 3, I've given you, honestly, Friday night out there is a nightmare, isn't it? So you can either buy all 6. Is it 6? Yeah. You can either buy all 6. You can buy 3. And I can't remember what's in what bundle. I'm sorry, because I know somebody's going to ask me. And then they're available individually. Okay. So I'm trying to give you spending options because I'm very aware you might only have 2 folders and you don't want the third. You might want 6. I don't know. So I'm giving you as many options as I can. Okay. Oh, the waxes are gone. Goodness, honestly, crazy, isn't it? The ink pads, Patricia, should be back. Okay, so don't panic. The ink pad is back. Right. So we've got 6. So the first one is our tulip. So any of you who haven't seen these before or haven't seen my folders before, and I'm sure there's quite a few who've arrived tonight who haven't seen them, they are beautiful. I think my folders are very well known in the industry now. I've been seeing a lot of comments from in other sites, and I've had a Lithuania and another loads of places have been in touch about the folders. So if you haven't heard of them, they are beautiful, super high quality 3D on steroid embossing folders, and they come with an outline cutting die in the pack. And then we sell and then we began to sell layering stencils to go with them, okay, and foiling plates. We're going to go back and look at foiling plates for most of our products as well. So there's a lot coming out over time. However, this range, when we brought the embossing folders and dies out, did not have stencils. And I have been asked a ton of times, can I do it? Yes, you can. What I would say is these are the stencils. They do not have an outline cutting die in there. That comes with the embossing folder. Doesn't matter because you can create some absolutely cracking things wherever I put the samples now. Down here, hang on. This isn't the same. This is the poppy which is available. So you can create beautiful things like this with your stencils if you want to. Now for TV, there are 6. Okay. Thank you, Karen. Bar none. Thank you very much. Do you know what? All I can say is imitation is a compliment, isn't it? It is. But I don't think anybody can beat what we do. We're the best at this, I think, and this is where we excel. I like to think we do anyway. So that's your first one. And that one, it does come with 6 stencils, unlike the poppy that comes with 5. All right. I'm going to leave the best till last because you lot, don't any of you leave because you are going to wet your pants when I tell you what I've done. Even Danny went, oh, only you. Even Miriam said that with Anne Dawn. The next one is your beautiful sunflower. Okay. Thanks, Con. So that's your sunflower. And again, you're going to get 5 layering stencils. Okay. Design team have rocked the samples. There's some beautiful samples. I think, Helen, there's a little something that allows you to click and it streams straight to your TV. I don't know what the button is though. I've got it on mine, but you have to have a smart TV. Totally agree, Karen. I've lots of her folders. They're amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so pleased you love them. I mean, they sold out on HSM. They sold out most of my retailers. Scrapbook have asked for more stock. So, and Canada, they are absolutely flying in Canada as well. So it's brilliant. My stencils have anywhere between 5 and 9 elements, and I think you get the most beautiful detail from that. Some of them don't need it, but some of them really do, and it does enhance the amazing embossing. But yeah, it's flattery, isn't it, that Yeah. So there you go. This is your Wild Peony. That looks very light, but it isn't. It's absolutely stunning, this one. And this one has 7 stencils, and it does. It really does. Oh, I love you all. You're so nice. Thank you. Thank you so for being so supportive. Honestly, I genuinely, I do get like a little bit. Sometimes I say to Danny, "Oh my God," sometimes I pinch myself and think, "But I wouldn't be doing this without you." So I wouldn't. Genuinely, I wouldn't. And I've got to the point now where I kind of feed off your happiness, and the more I see you do, and the more beautiful samples that you churn out, all of you, it just makes me want to be even better and better. So yeah, I think 2023 is going to be amazing, guys. Honestly, it is. I'm so excited. And then we've got this is gorgeous. I've done it in reds and whites and browns, but yours can look beautiful. Beautiful. This is your gorgeous fairy pedestals. Next one. Honestly, Erica, this was the thing about this, is that I love colouring, and I'm a pretty good colourist, but I know there are thousands and thousands of people who are really good at card making. I'm not the best card maker in the world. I'm terrible at mixed media. I'm terrible at many things. And if I can find something which makes me look really good, and people say, how on earth did she do that? For me, that's like yeah. So to make this easy for those who can't colour, I think is the best. And also it teaches you about shading. So when you do come to colour, I've made the stencils that detailed, and this is where my colouring experience comes in, I think, that I'm able to give you the lines that you need to create shading. And even if you then decide to go off and not use the stencil and just use the folder in your watercolours, you can absolutely do that. So this is the next one. Is gorgeous. Can you use the waxes with the stencils? Probably not, because it dries too quickly. This is this is your beautiful daffodil. So hopefully, guys, you've all liked and shared this. So those people who won't get to see the exclusive stuff will be able to come and join us on YouTube and Facebook. Now, listen, I'm gonna show you something now, and you are gonna absolutely laugh your socks off. And the girls in my team know what I've done, and they took the mickey out of me. Let me have a look. Are there any more Christmas goodies coming? No, not this year. That is it for Christmas. There is another release, but I've decided to put it away till next year. I just don't want to overload you with any more Christmas. Isn't that we've got more stamps for Christmas? The design team will tell you. We've got some more embossing folders and other things that would be for Christmas, but I'm putting them away for next year because I just think you are going to be Christmased it out, genuinely. Okay, so what we've got this year is what we've got. You've missed the ink pads, Linda. They should be back loaded on the website. Okay, they should be. If you have a problem, message that craft place ltd at gmail.com, because I know you've already placed an order and you're in the States. We will work out how to get that into your parcel to go, but they are definitely still on the website. But if you get stuck, please email us and we will work it out with you to get the ink pad into that parcel rather than you trying to place a second order. Okay, so please, 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 I'd hate for you to miss out. Oh, I love you lot. Look, this is so nice. I'm going to get emotional in a minute. Okay, right. Linda, I think you were talking about the black, weren't you? If you were talking about the black, if you were talking about the coloured ones, that's a whole different story. Right. So we have the sweet pea. This is the final layering stencil. I'm going to show you the back. Let me show you the back first. So the sweet pea, okay. Right, underneath, guys, how do you spell sweet? Honestly, I don't know what I was doing on the day I prepped these. So one of them has 6 stencils when it only has 5. This one, oh, Linda, no, I won't get those into your parcel. Those aren't released for another 2 weeks to retail. Okay. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, everybody. So I've created a new name. It is not the sweet pea. It's the sweat pea. Okay. It's the sweat pea. Look at that. Yep. We have the brand new name called a sweat pea. What do you think? Ah, oh, how the... Do you know what? I looked at it and I went, sweet. That says sweat. So I've got to go on air selling a bloody sweat pea. Do you know what? I sit there sometimes and I think, I know how to spell sweet. I can spell, right? I think I was typing P, or I was thinking of P while I was typing. Well, not like the green peas. I was thinking of P while I was typing. So I typed sweet, like I don't know what I've done, but I proofread my packets. Danny's dyslexic, so I proofread my packets, and normally I get the girls to proofread my packets, but I had a million packets to do, and yeah, you're going to get a sweat pea. So please don't think, yes, autocorrect, Linda. I'm sure it's autocorrect. It was nothing to do with me. But tell you what, that is now a limited edition. Once this is gone, if we resell them, you're going to get a sweet pea. You're never going to get a sweat pea ever again, all right? So what you can do is you can put it in a nice little frame and say limited edition sweat pea. So, oh, dearie me. Rose, I am most definitely human. I make the biggest blunders sometimes you would not believe. Do you know what I did the other day? I checked my foiling plates, my new foiling plates, and my embossing folders, and my dies, and my stencils and my stamps, and I managed to mirror the dies. So the dies didn't line up with anything. They were just a reverse of everything else. And I sat there and looked at them and thought, only me. But, you know, I am human. I could have called it a poopy and not a poppy. You got a point. It could be worse, couldn't it? So, yeah, or at least it's not a sweet pea. So I got it the wrong way around. But do you know what? At least I'm not on with Nigel. Could you imagine what it'd be like if it was me and Nigel and the sweat pea? But what we have got is me and Charlie in the sweat pea, and me and Dan Bancroft in the sweat pea, and me and Catherine Sturrock in the sweat pea. So that's going to be really interesting, isn't it? Definitely be worth something in years, won't it? So these are the ones that are coming to TV, okay? These are the 6 that come to TV. Your sweat pea, your daffodil, your fairy pedestals, your wild peony, your sunflower, and your tulips. All right. The other things on the show, which we are bringing back, which we haven't seen for a long time, I had to order these in because I had a major panic about these, and I thought we're not going to have enough, so I've got more of these. So we're going to have the slim lines to match, and then we have a few of these, and then I thought what would work. The double-sided foam is sold out. Is that the 2mm or the 1mm? Deborah, how many of the foam did I give you? I don't have any more of the 1mm foam, but the 2mm should be in stock. Okay, but I haven't got any more of the 1mm. Couldn't get any more. Okay, yeah. Could you imagine me and Dawn Wheeler in the sweat pea? It could be just a whole new show, couldn't it? Okay, we've put this back on the show because I think with the elements you get in here, they would look so good. Need a background to go with all this, so that's on. Then what else have we got on? Now, I bought a couple of things back because you haven't had these for ages, and I do like to do this. I do always do 2 reorders. I will never do more than two unless it's the padded quilt. So two reorders. This is going to be the last reorder of these, the very last, okay? And that is this. How long has this been around? This has been just phenomenal, this one. So that again, all right. Then that, not reordering this again. This is second reorder, okay? Then we're going to have this. We're going to have that with the embossing folder, which I've put somewhere very safe, and then we're going to have that. All right, so that's all of that for the TV show. But let's come back and have a very quick look for those of you who missed out or missed seeing what I was doing earlier. What is available as an exclusive to us? So we have got well, are we doing matching embossing folders as well? Is that for the poppy and everything? Is that for the tulip and everything? They are on Create and Craft already. They have already been released, but we are putting them back to TV on the 7th and 8th. So they should be on the show as well. There won't be as many as the stencils because many of you already have them. So if you want them, grab them, okay? Why would we want a show with no boobs? You wouldn't. I thought you meant boobs. I've misread that totally there. Where did you get the poppy? Was it Create and Craft? No, the poppy is on my website. Let me just go through it all. This will be on the website on its own. And I have a feeling, I'm unsure. I think it was as an option like that as well. But if not, they should be available either together or individually. Okay. Now, I'm just off then. Okay. Have you said how much it was for the bundle? What, on TV, Hayley? I'm not sure. So obviously there's a big bundle, there's individuals, and there's sets of 3. And I think if you buy a big bundle, you get quite a big discount because the 2 bundles are discounted. So if you buy on their own, I think it's $17.99. If you buy the set of 3, there's a discount on the 3. But if you buy the 2 sets of 3, there's a further discount. So if you bought the bigger bundle, you get an even bigger discount. Now, I think it all kind of rolls on, but I don't know what the actual discount is because they're not setting it up till Monday or Tuesday, Monday. Okay, I've missed the poppy stencil. It's sold. Has it all gone, Deborah? Poor Deborah. She's probably got a right headache. Don't know how many times I said her name to her, going, oh no, what's she want now? Let me have a quick look. No, I'm on the wrong one. Keeping an eye. Oh, the poppy bundle was sold out. Is there any singles of the poppy? Or is that gone? Of a stencil? Goodness, okay. The figures I gave you for the poppy, Deborah, is all I've got. That is all I've got. I cannot give you any more. Sorry. So I'm not sure. Any chance it will be on Flexi? Yes, it will be on Flexi. Definitely be on Flexi. The big bundle, I would think, is on 3 Flexis. I would think it's on 3 Flexis. Okay. I know you've already mentioned it, but will your ink pads be on Create and Craft or your website? The is that these ones, Dawn, or is it the new one? The new one, no poppy stencils. Hang on a second. Hang on, I have more of the poppy stencil. Hang on a second. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my numbers in my head so I don't oversell this. It will be the same as I have for the TV show. So it will be thank you, Deborah. Deborah's going to reload some extra poppy stencils, not the embossing folder, but the stencils, okay? No more folders. What the folders will have gone, but the stencil, we will have more, okay? So Deborah's going to load that, okay? Sorry to be a pain. So let's go back to what the other thing. So basically, I think the poppy embossing folder's gone. Stencil is about to come back in a moment. Okay. The other two items are these. So there we go. These are the other two items on its own, as a pair with a little discount. Okay. Little samples you can see of these. These are beautiful. I'll just show you some of these. Look at the detail on that. Isn't that stunning? It's just gorgeous. And then the second one. So I've done it as the negative there. You can see the detail on that. Sorry, Tina, what do you think you're missing out on? Miss out with tonight's code. Why are you missing out with tonight's code? You shouldn't miss out with the code. It's Friday night 15, Friday night 15, and the purchase has to be £40 or over. I missed your comment about Jerry. Sorry. What could you repeat? Honestly, my wall is just crazy. What did you say? Are you talking about the colour Cloud9s being in the US? We are working on that as we speak. I need to speak to my supplier because Canada have already asked for the ink pads. I'm just trying to work out the logistics of how we're going to get things to what places. But yes, they will eventually be available abroad. But as I said, if you order from me, we will try and work out the shipping if it comes in any less. However, you might... that's all I can say at the moment. I need to go back and work out figures and everything, because at the moment, to offer them to trade, I can't get the margin on them. So currently, you should be able to get them from us if you want them after 14 days of them being on TV. The new products for TV won't be loaded till Monday. Right. Okay. Sorry, I need to calm down for just a second because I'm trying to answer. I'm trying to show you stuff and I'm trying to keep up with comments, and I almost need... I've been on my best behaviour and no banana in sight. Well, that's shame on you. Okay, ink pads now in stock, saying it was out of stock when I did my order, so I've had to pay extra postage. Okay. What else is on there? Hang on a second. So, Patricia, have you only ordered the ink pad? If you've only ordered the ink pad in your second order, drop us an email. Cloud9 will bring you... Hang on. Cloud9, I'm sorry, I'm trying to answer some comments here. Cloud9 colours, will you be bringing any new colours in the range? Yes. And a white is coming. The white is on the list. A white and a black are on the list. And a brown. Okay. The Camellia Cluster stencil is ordered. Vertical stamps, not at the moment. Could you, Patricia, could you email, don't message me, could you email us? Do you know our email address, that craftplaceltd@gmail.com? And just, could you mention it there for me and I'll pick it up? Or I'll get Danny to pick it up, if that makes sense. Yeah, the white will be brilliant. Are the mini Harlequin? Yes, Con, they're on the order. They are 100% on the order. Tracy Cross, are they afraid of a sellout before Lisa's? Yeah, they are. They will not load the stock until Monday because it's pointless me going there if they load it any earlier, unfortunately. And it's illegal to sell what I don't have, so I have to have product there. Right, okay, let's just recap. So we've got this on its own, which is this one. Wow, crazy, crazy, crazy night. I knew it was going to be crazy night. I didn't realize it's going to be this crazy. There we go. That's the first one. Second one is this. I want to get to a demo as well in a minute. Second one is this one, which I adore. Possibly my favourite. Possibly. There we go. Oops. There we go. Tina, no, I won't be doing one for that, I don't think. And then you can buy them on their own, you buy them together. Okay, and then that is available on its own on the website. The mail stuff has been done. Definitely. Catherine Smith, welcome. You're here at last. Stunning stencils. Let's have a look. I've seen something very short. Last time I can't resist. Oh, thank you. So I think, right, let me make sure I've answered all the questions I possibly can. How about stencil for the climbing rose? Yes, that's coming as well, on its way. So let's say camellia cluster, dahlia and roses. What's it called? The buttercup bloom, the peony, what one you just mentioned, blah, blah, blah. The email address is thatcraftplaceltd@gmail.com. Okay. Don't ask me about the code. If it's about the code, I can't do anything about the code. All I know is Deborah will be able to help us with the code. That's all I can say. Okay. The poppy cluster stencil says sold out. If it's there, it's there. I think all the stock has now been loaded, so you will get what is available from the website now. There won't be any more additions added. Okay. There is stencil, Sandy. There is a stencil for the buttercup bloom as well. Any foiling plates before Christmas? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Oh my God, yes, there is. Okay, I think that is all the comments. And I think we're going to get into a demo. Okay. Can I email tomorrow? Head is blown. So you're doing marvelous. I just don't bombard me with emails. So I can't. It's not a. I couldn't order this and I couldn't get that. There is absolutely no point. Whatever stock is there on the website. Okay. That's all I can say. If you've missed it, I was saying earlier, what we've got is what we've got, and if we can bring any more, we will. So that is really all I can say at this stage. Now, I'm trying to find my products for demo. Now, what I thought we would do is actually, because you want to see how the inks work, okay, I thought if we used the poppy, for example, because it's easy for me to use because I've got it here, it's like I would do a demo for TV with the products I'm selling on TV. So I thought if we do the poppy tonight, it's going to be the easiest way to show you the inks, also to show you the poppy in one go, and also to show you how to deal with very detailed areas, okay? Because I think it's really important that you see that, and it's really important that you know kind of how heavy to go in certain areas. So let me grab my poppy. I've got a pile of stuff here. Let me grab the poppy again. I've put it in the pile, haven't I? Okay, let me just bring that in. Let me bring it in. So what I'm going to do is just going to turn my camera down, all right? Let me just switch over for a second. So obviously it's a very busy mess here. Will I be bringing a different size storage folder for the stencils? Yes, I will. It's having to come by sea because it's quite a lot bigger and it's going to fill a lot of space. Okay. I've got the pop. And Grazer, please get your orders. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to check the comments. Miss this is live yet. Oh, I'm having to leave you now. Oh, see you later, Con. There we go. When will the scroll folder be back in? So the scroll will be back on the website in 14 days after the show. Okay. Okay, so let us. Yep, we're down at the bottom now. So, right, let's start looking. Right, numbers have dropped. People have got what they wanted, I think. So when you get yours home, please remember you get 5. You do not get 6. You'll open your packet and think one's missing, one is not missing. I'm just an absolute rubbish. And I put the wrong number on the front of the packaging. You'll even know when you do it, there's completely nothing missing. All right, completely nothing missing. Obviously, I've used mine. I've used mine with my blending inks, and I've used mine with my, what they're called, pigment inks. Now, we want to talk inks, don't we? We want to talk inks. So let's start with the first layer of the poppy stencil. Now, those of you, is there anybody here that hasn't used my stencils before? I'm going to have a little drink while I'm waiting. Oh, looks like a lot of you have then, because no comment, no answer to that. That's a really good sign. A really good sign. Okay. Well, what I'll say is, just in case there are people watching later who haven't, you haven't. Okay, Sue. So let's explain a little bit about my stencils. And Eugene, that's really good. And Jean, honestly, I'm really pleased about this. And it's really nice for you to be able to explain how it works. Very, very in a relaxed environment. Okay, so there's a few of you still waiting for my order so I can try them. Man, Jane, what did you think of them? So in the top corner here, this corner, I'm going to try and do it. I'm not on TV, so it's very hard to see. Let me see if I can twist that. Hang on, let me try a different way. No, I can't get it. But here, just where my finger is, there'll be a number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brilliant. They are. A few of you here haven't used them, so this is. I love this. So this is going to be great. So every stencil will have a number. Okay. So what I'd advise is you get yourself a Sharpie, you get yourself an alcohol marker, and you write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on yours. All right. The reason for this is it's very easy, very, very easy to turn them over. It's very easy to do that, all right, and ink them like that. Problem is, if you have got the dies, it's going to be a reverse image, so you're never going to get your die to line up or your embossing folder to line up. So always, if the numbers are facing up, keep them facing up. Okay, it's really important. So, okay, I'm going to pop this down. This is the Ultimate 2. So this is the one that has, let me just run through this as well. I hope none of you are in a rush. So this is the one that has the, let me just lift this off first of all, 1 second. It has no hinge. This is the one that's designed to work for, particularly for our USA customers. So you get your mat, as you do on the original Ultimate. You get your peg system. It is not magnetic, but when you turn it over, you get a scoreboard. Let's turn it up this way, and here you get scoring tool and bits and bobs in there for you. Okay, so we'll leave that like so. So this is the tool that I'm using tonight. Yes, if you don't have a tool, you can still use the stencils. So what you can do is you can use a pen or pencil and line your first one up, put a pencil mark in either end, and then when you use your second one, line it up with the pencil mark, tape it down. It is a little bit more tricky. This makes it a lot easier. This gives you an extra hand, but it certainly doesn't mean by any stretch of the imagination you cannot use them if you don't have a platform. It just makes my life easier. I've got 2 free hands. I'm not taping anything down, but if you need to tape them down, it's not the end of the world. It genuinely isn't. So don't worry about it. Honestly, it really isn't a stress. So we're going to look at our dye-based inks, dye and pigment mix. They are actually the blending. So we're going to look at our blending inks, and we're also going to look at our pigment inks. And we're going to bring in both. And we're going to bring in a, where's my other red? Oh, we've got the red there. And we need green. So we're going to bring in the green. And pretty much, we don't need an awful lot more, okay? Really don't need an awful lot more. Now, the Ultimate, right, we'll talk about the Ultimate 3. It's not the Ultimate 3, it's the Ultimate 3D. Right, well, that is please don't stress and think that I'm bringing out another platform. I'm not bringing out another platform, I promise you. Okay, thank you, Dawn. I am not bringing out another platform. It is something to work with your platform. All right, it is just going to enhance what you already have, whether you have platform 1 or platform 2. All right, so let us start. Put our pads down here. I've got my drink there. Apologies, it's not a glamorous looking desk. I'm going to move that out of the way though. I'm going to move that out of the way because you don't need to see that. That's my work. Now, let's start with the blending inks, okay? My blending inks are wonderful. I'm not going to lie. I love them. Many of you who have them already love them. They're not an ink that you have to keep going back with and back with and back with. They're an ink that's quite juicy, but not over juicy that it floods your desk. All right. Sorry, are you going to show that tonight and those ABC folders I spied? You're going to have to wait for those. Not for long, though. Not for long. Okay. So let's start with the early sunrise. Now, as I said, mine are very juicy, but they are not over juicy. They will not flood your work. You just need to take a little bit off, but you can pick up that ink again. All right, you genuinely can. Don't think you're going to waste anything. So what I recommend is you have either a bijou brush, which are these. I've only got one with me, so I'm not going to use the bijou brushes tonight. The bijou brushes, which are dead cute, which are on their way back in stock, or a wonder brush, or and your stencil brushes. You will have your own brands, you will have your own favourites. If you've got mine, brilliant. These are long awaited, but they're all on their way back. They're on the container. Eleanor, no, it's not yet. It is literally on the water. Okay, so it's on its way, and it will be available at other places outside the UK. So if you've got these, they are on their way back. If you're waiting for these, they are coming back. Lovely domed heads on these. But if you've got your blend, you've got these as well, work perfectly. If you've got your own brushes, absolutely fine. So the blending inks are a mixture of pigment and dye-based ink, so you're going to get a really good coverage, a really smooth coverage, and they give you that matte finish to your work. They're on a felt pad and they are beautiful. So what I'm going to advise you to do is get some ink. You can see it here. It takes quite a lot of ink, and then I'm going to get you to dab off. All right, dab off on your work. Now my camera is really bright. All right, really bright, so it kind of dilutes the color a little bit, but it's fine. You will see exactly what I mean. So I'm going to get you to pop just with this early sunrise, a very light coating over the top of your stencil. Now you're probably thinking, I thought a poppy was red or blue. Well, it is, but for me, this is going to be almost like my shading. All right, so we're going to go all the way over, off the edge, bring that in. These blend like an absolute dream. You can do all your water techniques, so you can mist on, you can pour color off, you can do your faux bleaching, you can do your, they give you like that almost like that oxidization look to them when you add a lot of water to them. They give you some really cool effects. They're absolutely beautiful, and they are great in conjunction with the pigments, because what the pigments do is they are a heavier color. Even though they're the same color, they're a heavier color, but what they're going to do is give you the detail. They're going to give you the fine detail that you need sometimes. So here we go. Look at that. Straight away, I'm going darker in some of the areas because I want to get some light and shade in this. And let me bring the grey in as well. We are going to cover with the grey too. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth doing this. So there is your early sunrise. Now, many of you would go, okay, yeah, let's lift that off. Let's go and get the next stencil. Let's do the next thing. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a little stencil brush. Now, you can use your own brushes. You will have brushes that will do this if you don't have mine. They are going back to TV on Thursday if you've missed out, if you're waiting for these. But definitely, if you've got a smaller brush, it will be worth it. So, your brushes have got this special box to fit them all in. And there's going to be something else for your brushes too coming. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. I've got loads. Honestly, 2023 is going to be a cracking year. So now I want you to pick up this grey, and I want you to not be frightened of it. You're going to take some of the grey, and when I dab this off, you'll see that it's quite heavy. Could you do some sporty dyes and stencils with football? That is already in progress. Already in progress. I promise you, Hayley. And I'm going to take a lot of it off, all right? So look at that. So there's a lot of ink there, but it's not pooling. It's not very wet. It's a kind of a dry ink. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of go around the edge, off the edge, and I'm going to get you very lightly to pull in, all right? Can you see that? Now, what you'll see is that it will blend out. Look at that. It's going to blend beautifully. And that, look at that. So that's blended like an absolute dream. We're going to pick up another bit, and then we're going to come in maybe around here a little bit more. But the key, less is more, okay? Less is absolutely more. Please don't go straight on. Even when I'm taking it from here, I'm still going off and coming in. I'm still not being really heavy with it. I might have to put a little bit more down, but that's fine. Wait till you see the result of this. And this is where, in my opinion, you can be a little bit arty. Now, you don't have to do this. You can just literally take one off and not another one. You can do whatever you like. This is where it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There are absolutely no rules. And you think, well, you know, what I would have done mine red, done mine blue. Well, do that. Please don't get bogged down in how things should be. Art is what you want it to be. Absolutely what you want it to be. Don't let anybody tell you any different. We're all individuals and we all have our own style. And mine, I love doing this. This is, I mean, I think many of you know that we started off obviously with lasers, and the stencils have always been a huge part of my life. My dad was in the print, so paper has always been really important to me. So there are certain things that I kind of gravitate towards, and so I kind of know what I like, but these give you the option to play and decide if, oh, do I like the blending? Do I like doing, you know, the little bit of extra shading or not? And it just opens up a whole world for you. So look at that already. You can see already, just from looking at that, that's given me a little bit of shade. Now, the beauty of the Ultimate is this. I can do that and lift that off. And I can go, do you know what? Now I want a bit more, and I can pop it straight back on. It'll be exactly the same position. I don't need to, but that is the beauty of the Ultimate. All right. So that's number one. Let's go number two. Number two. Now, this is the one I was going to talk to you about being very, very detailed. So now let me grab, no, I'm going to use my finger for this. So be careful, please. I can't do anything about this. I can't do anything about this other than based on what the embossing folder looks like. This is your detail. Very fine detail.
Can you just say on the live that there's a lot of emails about the code not working?
Yeah, I did ask people not to keep emailing me about the code not working because there's nothing I can do.
Can you just explain to them that I will sort it out in the morning?
Sorry, people can't hear you.
Sorry, can you just explain that I'll answer the emails in the morning?
Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, I can't. If it's over £40 and you that's fine. But it's people keep emailing about the code. I will go through all the emails with you tomorrow.
No problem.
All right.
Good night.
Good night. Okay. So the second layer, as I said, you've got some fine detail. So I want you to use a bigger brush. Sounds bizarre, but I want you to use a bigger brush. And we're going to bring in the Strawberry Sundae, which is the red. All right. Now, again, this is a beautiful red. That looks a little bit pink there, but it is a beautiful red. But what I want you to do again is take off that colour. All right. Take it off. Please keep doing that. And I want you to kind of brush in. I want you to do this. I don't want you to be doing all of this. Oops, I'm rocking the desk now. I want you to come in like so. so you don't damage your stencil, or you don't move your stencil too much. This is the most detailed element of this. Grab that, just do like so. Bring that in like so. See that? I'm going to lift that up and show you. There we go. So now we've created dimension. This one is probably the one that's the loosest, but we'll come on to that in a minute. And I'm going to go this way because I know already that is going to lift up if I flick that way. So we flick this way. Look at that. And it doesn't look like I'm putting a lot on, but I'm actually putting quite a lot on. So let's lift that up again. How cool is that? Let's bring in more. And then we're going to come over here. Just like so. And we're going to go in an angle. If you feel you can do this, that's fine. But you will know when and where you can do it. You will see it and feel it move, okay? Put that down there. We'll do that one last. And the reason we're going to do that last is I want to give you the direction it goes in. Now, this one, I can see you've got a flicky bit there. So then I would come in this way, okay? Just be a little bit gentle. And this is why we use a bigger brush, because it covers more of the area very quickly and you don't have to keep doing it. So there you go. Then we're going to go last one and we're going to go up. So let's get some ink up here. All right. And I'm going to hold there and I'm going to be gentle and I'm going to flick up, flick up. Flick. You'll see the direction the detail goes. So I'm going to go that way. I'm going to go that way. Just over here, down a little way. Just follow the lines, and lift up. Look at that. Look at that already. Thank you, Julie. Okay, so there we go. So number 3. Now, number 3, what I love about number 3 is you're going to get, oh, let me get another brush. I need a little red brush. A little brush so I can do it in red. Hang on a minute. Where's my... Oh, no, that's not a brush. One sec. I've got to lean over a minute to grab it. There it is. There's my red brush. So in here, you can see here. I don't know if you can... Right, you probably can. Let me lift that up. You've got a couple of areas that have got the big, big, big buds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the red, okay? But then I'm going to bring in the pigment red after this. So take a lot of that cut. Look at it. It's beautiful, beautiful ink. We're going to come down here. There's one here. And I'm going to flick up. Just flick to the end of the bud because that's going to be green. I'm going to flick down here. There we go. So cover those. And then we'll use that for that piece. So just cover those. Okay. Now, if you want it darker, the pigment aren't a blending ink. The pigment are for stamping. So pigment are going to give you fine detail in your stamping. But what's cool about them is they do actually work beautifully. Let me see if I can get that shine for you. Can you see what I mean? They're very different surface. They give you the shine. Normally I change the brush, but I'm not really too fast. But let's pick up that red and you'll see how vibrant this makes it. Look at that. So you can now get a depth of colour. When I lift it up, you'll see it. I'm going to do it here as well. And they're not meant to blend. They're not designed as a blending ink, but they do work beautifully. So you've got your detail now with the pigment ink as well as the blending ink. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome, Suzanne. Very welcome. And then we're going to come in with the green. Now, I could come in with these 2 colours, all right? But for this one, I feel the kind of green I want is a vintage green, and this is a vintage green, all right? Yes, you can wash the brushes, but what I would do with my brushes, excuse my bit of paper for my TV, all I do with my brushes, I do this. I take off as much ink as I need. That's all I do for my brushes. Okay, so now we're using the Woodland Moss. I'm going to pop the colour down. That is like a lovely, it's almost like oregano, isn't it? And I'm just going to go in these areas like so with that green, because it's such a beautiful green. And then I'm going to come into that red. Remember, that's a pigment down there, so we're still getting the detail coming through. Look at that, love that. So it's now going to give us a little bit of difference in the colour. Just blend that out just a little bit more green, just to fill in these areas beautifully. Now let's come up here. I'm going to pop a little bit of that green at the bottom. Oh, there we go. Just blend that a little bit green down here. This is so easy to do, and you can't get it wrong. You know, it's one of those things, and I think this is why my stencil systems work so well, because you can't get it wrong. And this one, be careful, it's got a little loop there. Just be careful the way you brush. Very careful. Just in here, like so. So different colours on the same stencil, basically. Just mix your colours up. Let me lift that up and show you. How beautiful is that? Can you see the depth you get with that pigment ink on the red? So now we're going to come in with the next colour. Now I love this. So you can do one of two things here. We could now come in with a grey and deepen this, because we've got those very tiny lines. If I've got green on there, let's just wipe off with the green. Okay, let me bring that in. No, let me bring that in. I would have gone and got the pigment, but I'm just going to use this for now. To get a darker grey, I would have got the pigment ink out. So let's just go down, and yeah, there we go. Then we're going to run down this one as well, so that it makes them nice and deep and dark, which is what I want. So what I'm going to do, and then in the middle here, I'm going to still stay with that grey for the middle of the flowers. I'm going to go round and round and round, and you'll see the coverage over the top of those other colours. Look at that. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then down here, I will lift that up. Almost there. Almost there. Honestly, if you don't have the inks, you will absolutely love them. You will absolutely love them. Back in with that grey, although I've kind of, I could have done it all as one, you know, but I'm going to go over this with the next layer and keep it all grey. But if you want to change your colours of your stamens, you can. I just didn't want to. I just like it like this. I like the depth of colour. There we go. Now let's have a lift up and see what this looks like. So I will tell you about the dye as well, just in case. There we go. For that. So now I just love that. I just love the simplicity of what you can do. So they look like they're red poppies but shining in the sun, don't they? Look at them. Let me lift that up. So the detail and the shading, more stencils, more shading you're going to get. Honestly, they are absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? And do you know what makes it come alive? By when you look here, you would say, many of you would go, oh no, I don't want to put a grey over the top of that. I don't want to cover up all that red. But that's what you need to do. Just have the courage to be really brave and heavy with your colours. Like I stopped the red there and I added the green, but just literally blend them in. They look so utterly beautiful. I can't tell you. So all you would need to do now is, if you can see around the edge here as well, where that was orange, and then we put in a little bit of that grey just there. It kind of looks almost airbrushed, doesn't it? It is just stunning. It's just stunning. So that's that bit. So those of you who did manage to get the die, which comes with the embossing folder, all I would say to you now, what you have to do, it's very, very, very easy to work with. So I'm going to lift mine out. So in the pack comes this massive die, massive die. This is the same concept for every single one of my floral embossing folders. So this is what you're going to get. It is beautiful. So if you look at all of the ones on my website, this is the same thing you can achieve with all of them. So look at the die, and all you do is you place the die over the top like so, line that up just like so, and then you can cut that entire thing out. Once you've cut that out, you open up your folder and you pop it inside your folder. All right, pop it inside your folder, and the dimension will be absolutely stunning. Should we do it? Have you got a minute for us to do it? Before I go, I just kind of feel that I ought to do it for you. Shall I? Can you hang around just for 5 more minutes? Shall I? Yeah, I think I shall. Where did I put my scissors? Come on, let's do this very quickly. So I'm going to just trim that off so it goes through my smaller machine that I've got on my desk. All right, so let's bring in, I've got a little bit of tape on that, hang on a sec. Let's bring in my die cutting machine, pop that down like so. Oh, thank you, Pamela. I'm going to pop that down like so. Now bearing in mind my chair is quite low, so if I've not lined this up perfectly, guys, I apologise. I might stand up a minute. Let me just stand up over the top. Okay. Sometimes it's kind of nice to see the finished result, isn't it? Let me move that way. And make sure you tape down well. I've got my tape over here, so bear with. I want you to tape this down well because you don't want it to move too much. I'm going to put one more bit down here, okay? Like so. Let's move my mic out of the way. Everything is right in the way at the minute. So we're going to pop that in there. It's going to jiggle a bit. I'm going to just go to my big shot, which is at the side of me, but it's my small machine. Actually, let me bring it in. Let me bring it in. Just land it on here for a minute. So apologies. I'm going to run that through. Sorry, I'm wiggling. It wouldn't normally be in this position, but I just wanted you to see. So let's bring, excuse my arm as well, pop that over here. We'll have a look, and then we will run the embossing folder through. So now it hasn't moved too much, I don't think. So let me take that tape. Tape might tear because it's a new tape, so I'll pop that onto my machine. All right, pop that on the machine. Pull that off like so. Just be careful because you don't want to damage all your beautiful stenciling that you've done. Take that one out. That one's okay. And I'm just going to move that down here. Move this. Oops, hang on a sec. Move that out of the way because I've got a bit of tape on my finger. And then we're going to get rid of that as well. And I'm going to pop that out like so. Now look at that. I've not embossed it yet. Oh, your cat is gorgeous, Molly. Why would I not? Your cat's gorgeous. So, now that, tell me that is not outstanding. Please tell me that. So, the reason I'm doing this is because when we go to TV on Thursday as well, you know, oh God, I've just knocked the cat treats over. Oh, I've got to pick up my sweat pea again, look. So you know you're going to be able to do the same with every single one of these, okay? Every single one, all right? So don't worry if you haven't got this one. I learned by error that you have to die cut before you put it through embossing folder. It flattens. It does flatten, Linda, but do you know the beauty of my embossing folders is that the detail is so deep that even if you do that, best thing to do is just pop it back into the folder afterwards. And absolutely fine. It'll be absolutely perfect. Now, another little tip for you, if you haven't done this before, if you are totally new to my folders, always have a piece of black card. Always. Now, you'll probably hear other people saying about it now, but it does work. It does work. And I think, I'm still going to say it, I think my folders are just some of the best out there. They really are. And I hope when you see the ones on Thursday with the stencils, you're going to go, yeah, they're cool. They're cool. Because I think they all are. So what I'm going to do, look, mine's a scrappy piece of card. It's what I've used. So I'm going to put it face down like so. I'm not even lining it up, right? And then we close the folder and turn it over. All right. Now that's not lined perfectly. So what you can do, if you want to, actually, no, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. I'm trying to do the best way so you can see my camera because I haven't got TV cameras here. So will you line it, just lay it roughly where it should go, and then use your fingers and just guide it into position, and it will find, when you move the top and the bottom, it will find its way. All right, I'm going to move that just like so, and then you grip it, close it like so. Will there be the stencil for the wild peony? Sandy, yeah, I mean, maybe you missed earlier, but it's the wild peony is definitely one of the 6 that's going to be there on Thursday. Be the wild peony, the sunflower, the daffodil, the sweet pea, the fairy pedestals, and the tulips. So that's all of them. Likes and shared. Thank you, Christina. You're a little angel. Thank you. Oh, my desk is so. Oh, come on. Oh no, I need to push it out a bit further. Hang on a minute. There we go. So let's move all the bits out the way. Bring that, because I'm working in such a small space. For now. And let's move this out the way, like so, like so. Oh, hang on, black card underneath. And let's have the reveal. Already, I know it's going to be amazing. Can you see the difference? I'm hoping my cameras will pick this up. I hope you can see the dimension that's just been created. What sandwich have I used on the big shot? Trisha, just take out one of the clear cutting plates. It's all you need to do. Just one. Look at that. See that? Tracy Peterson, what is that? Can you recap on the colours used? Absolutely, I can. The colours I used, I started off in the background using the Early Sunrise. It is a beautiful dye. It works with your slimline dye. So let me get a slimline out. I know I'm going over time a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. I used Early Sunrise. I then used Strawberry Sundae. I used Woodland Moss. I used Cobblestones for the grey, and I think that was it. So let me just bring, I'm just going to get out one of my dyes just to show you. This is the slimline dye. So it works beautifully. Oh, this is a torn edge slimline. So think of the slimline size die. So that sits like so, and your poppy sits bang on in the middle of your slimline. It is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Teresa. So just think about that. Just think about what you can do with all the other folders as well. I'm not going to cut that out, obviously. I haven't got time to make the card now, but that just shows you. Doesn't need a lot. It does not need a lot, okay? You can make a really beautiful project very, very easily, okay? So I'm going to come back to you now so you can see it on the front camera as well, because sometimes you get a different look when you hold it on the other camera. So that's me back again. Let me hold this up for you now. Look at that. You might get the detail better that way. Can you see all that? I know it's got my artwork on the back, but I never wasted a card, so you can see the detail there as well. There we go. The grey is fabulous. The grey is fabulous. It was one I wouldn't compromise on. There you go. So that's the poppy. But all of them, wait till you see the tulip and some of the others on Thursday. They're just cracking. The stencils have come out beautifully, I have to say. So they're going to be back on TV on Thursday at 8 on the 7th at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and on the 8th at 8 a.m. and I'm shooting off home after that. But the deal for the products on the website, like the ink pads and the double-sided adhesive sheets, the cones and the other one, and the poppy cluster stencil, they will finish at midnight on the 6th. So if you want those, grab those. I hope you've liked and shared for me, because we have 2 winners tonight. Okay. It's Wednesday, Thursday. Is it Wednesday, Thursday, 7th and 8th? Oh, goodness me. Yes, Wednesday, Thursday, not Thursday, Friday. Honestly. Right. Got a message. Don't forget to announce the winners, because I'm rubbish. So, the YouTube winner, who will be winning, oh no, I'm not telling you what you're winning. I'm going to say surprise. Who'll be winning a prize from YouTube? It's Vicky White. If you're still here, Vicky, congratulations as the YouTube winner. And the winner from Facebook is the lovely Jean Rowland. So thank you both for liking, sharing and supporting me, and you will have a prize coming to you very, very soon. A very nice prize, and I hope you really like it. But give me time. I do find that sometimes I get chased a little bit on the prizes because it takes us about a week or two to get them out, simply because it's normally ties in with the show, which means we have to get the show out first and then we send the prizes out. So it's just I'm not here and Danny's here on his own trying to do it all, and sometimes I forget to tell him before I leave who's won, so that doesn't help very much, does it either? But thank you very much, everybody. So did you enjoy that? Now, do you like having an exclusive release? Do you like having this? You might say no, I prefer to buy from TV. If you do like this, then maybe we can try and make this a regular slot, okay? Noisy cars out there. So, yes, congratulations, both of you. Please, can you email, please don't email me. I think Danny's got a few emails to contend with. Could you please email Dawn with your details, and Dawn will forward that on to me so I don't forget. You do like the exclusive releases, right? We will see what we can do for another one. We'll probably leave it a little while, but we'll try and do another one for you going forward. We'll try and make it a regular slot, maybe. Okay. You're very welcome, Barbara, and everybody else. So I'm glad you stuck with me. 20 to 9. Go and get yourself a nice cup of tea. Go and put telly on. Probably something good on a Friday night at 9, I think, isn't there? Probably. If not, just have a relax and maybe get your stencils out, maybe get your Ultimate out, maybe get your inks out and have a play. But hopefully it's a bit of inspiration for the weekend for you in any event. I'm off to my folks tomorrow, so I am not available. So please try and leave Danny alone if you can help it. He's going to be a very, very busy man. But any questions, the design team in the group will be able to help you, I am sure. So have a fabulous evening and a great weekend. And thank you so many of you for joining me. I hugely appreciate it. And I'll see you on telly on Wednesday. See you later. Bye.